It's International Women's Day, and the theme this year is Balance for Better. What does this mean to us? Well, it's about raising awareness, challenging bias and influencing behaviour, but it's also about launching initiatives, lobbying and fundraising. Here on the Riviera Firefly, we serve the community by raising awareness. We tell you all about the fab entrepreneurs, businesses and initiatives. We share great spots to hang out and things to look forward to. This time, in this very special edition, the Firefly asked for a couple of local entrepreneurs to contribute to an International Women's Day special, sharing their own mission and vision for bringing balance for a better life. Let's hear first from your host on the Riviera Firefly, Antonia, who has her own bricks and mortar business here on the Riviera. KidooLand, serving all families, young and old, providing English fun.
Well, thanks, Louis. Hi, this is Antonia. Despite the challenges our sisters face every moment in every corner of the world, I still feel it's a great day to be a woman. Collectively, we have the strongest voice we've ever had, and I'm grateful for that and thank all of those who speak out and challenge on our behalf. And I include our balanced brothers in that. They're out there too, speaking, challenging the status quo and doing their bit to ensure that every individual has the right to balance. So, on to my share with you as part of International Women's Day. In my business at KidooLand, we're in charge of educating the next generation. So not only are we teaching them English, but part of our programme includes challenging stereotypes. An example of this is a recent holiday camp when it was time to play football. Well, the girls didn't want to, but my team are under friendly strict orders to encourage and motivate all the children and push them past their boundaries, try something new. And would you believe it, the girls triumphed and they loved it. Who knew? Well, we did. Back in the day before my time got squeezed so much, I was a huge footy fan, so I get why girls love football, but they didn't because media seems to pigeonhole us. And yet the proof was in the pudding. Well, the goal. Girls can enjoy footy too. Over the years, I've also set up and run a few Facebook community groups. One of those is Teen Riviera. And again, this is a crucial age in development where we can all make an impact. A page that I love and that I regularly share into here is called A Mighty Girl. You can find it on Facebook. And I just love them because they're really about celebrating women's achievement. Women who dared. Don't you just love that? Women who dared. And yet, I'm a little bit sad that we still see this as something to shout about and necessary to share, but that's where we're at. And I guess I'm in the fortunate position to be able to raise a little awareness and share this in the hope that you pay it forward and share it on so that it does filter through. I'm going to do more, and I hope that every little bit is helping and that you are there to help keep promoting the balance. For me personally, reading posts and articles like theirs over the years has really helped me to look at the vocabulary I use when I'm around little girls and young women. I tend to use words now like you're brave, you're strong, you're clever, much more than I would use you're pretty, because I firmly believe that our little friends record and absorb it all. And we have blank pages where they're concerned, so we can help them to write their future and implement better balance. Better balance for us all. Balance for better. So let's just think about that and think about what we can all be doing right here, right now. Let's bring that into our own lives and into that of those around us. I'm trying to bring back more balance into my own life. So I think of it like 4 pillar foundations. You've got work, family, health and self. And to do that, Mr. BB is also working on his own 4 pillars so that our family unit can stay harmonious. This in itself challenges the pink and blue job stereotypes, and it's also modelling how things can be for the kids in our house and the future generations that are growing up in our midst. So yes, sometimes it means that he's the one at home cooking when I'm on a business trip, but next time roles will be reversed and it's going to be the other way around. Listen in a little bit later when Louis is going to tell you about Culture Club Riviera and how that can bring some balance for health and self, because I'm sure that you've got work and family all wrapped up. But let's keep those 4 cornerstones solid and strong. So Fireflies, you busy Fireflies, here's your challenge. Get some balance. It starts with you, with yourself. Let's all help each other to get our pillars strong and solid. And if you see someone who needs a guiding hand, let them know you've got their back.
I'm just popping in here to tell you about Antonia's new group, Culture Club Riviera. It's a great way to connect in person here on the Côte d'Azur. Do a fun activity, discover the local culture, enjoy a workshop. The best way to make friends and network. Find the group on Facebook, through the show notes, or contact us through our website. And tell your friends, the more the merrier. Next up we have Katherine. She's been meeting up with Antonia, where they have in a small group worked on the business, not in the business, in a monthly mentor mastermind.
Hi, this is Katherine from Aygen Training. As part of International Women's Day, my balance for better is to forge positive visibility of women by helping women find their own voice, to have the confidence to speak up and speak out. All too often women question their knowledge, they question their abilities, they question their opinions, which leads to them missing out on opportunities or not speaking out for their beliefs or not speaking out when something is wrong. We all know about imposter syndrome, a feeling of I'm in this position, but I'm not sure I'm really supposed to be, I'm not sure I'm really qualified for this, and I hope no one realises. So, to raise awareness of women's achievements, to speak out against gender bias, women need to be visible and women need to have a voice. And to have a voice, you have to have the confidence that your ideas are worth listening to. I want my daughter to grow up not being afraid to speak up and not being afraid to speak out when something that she doesn't think something is right, and to not feel like an imposter in her job. So my work involves helping people, a lot of them are women, gain confidence in their ability to speak up in a foreign language, which is even more demanding than doing it in your own language. Very often I see women who are afraid to make themselves visible in a foreign language because they feel they can't speak well enough, that they're not perfect. So it's my challenge for all of the women here to have the confidence to speak up in your own language, and also if you are living in the Riviera in French, maybe your French isn't good enough, but have the confidence to speak out anyway. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Your opinions matter. So imagine if you can do it in a foreign language, how much you can do in your own language. Thanks.
Thanks, Katherine. Great message about imposter syndrome and how we can turn that around. It is so important to have the confidence to speak out. Next up, we have a brilliant addition for Balance for Better. This is Cassie, the builder's daughter. Now, Antonia hasn't met her yet, but with all the odd jobs we need getting done around the home, it will only be a matter of time.
Hi, this is Cassie from the Builder's Daughter. As part of International Women's Day, my balance for better is that I will challenge stereotypes and bias. As a tiny blonde, I've never looked like someone who can swing a sledgehammer or tile a house, let alone enjoy it. So it's important to me as a home handy woman to show that sometimes the stereotype just doesn't apply. And you know what? It's perfectly okay to not fit the stereotype. I mean, you don't have to wear a beret to be an artist. But I'm quite fortunate in that I have a father who's always been really happy to teach me how to use power tools. We're always building things when I was a kid. And I know lots of women my age who really lack confidence when it comes to doing things like that, because maybe it was the domain of their brothers, or they got excluded or discouraged from doing things that were maybe not, the stereotypical things that a girl should be doing. I also know lots of really handy women who've renovated their homes or been property developers. And you know what? You'd never pick them from a lineup, because too often we judge people based on how they look. So I challenge all the Riviera Firefly listeners, especially today, to take charge of at least one thing around the house that you've always relied on someone else to do. Maybe it's mowing the lawn or changing a light bulb, or why not pick up a screwdriver or hammer and go fix something. At the very least, you should all know how to turn off the water and electricity at the mains, because that can save you a real headache. And remember to never judge a book by its cover, but above all, have an excellent International Women's Day.
Great, wasn't it? I love the "you don't need a beret to be an artist." Cassie is brilliantly and bravely launching her business right now, so we wish her well with that, and given her message just now, think that she really deserves to be at the forefront of the Balance for Better movement. In fact, I have it on good authority that her media shot for this took some time because she wanted to get her spirit level perfectly balanced. Now that is dedication to the cause, isn't it? Thank you to our contributors. You can find their details in the show notes. We hope you have enjoyed our special edition for International Women's Day 2019, and we hope that wherever you are, you have a great day. That's a wrap, Fireflies.